Good morning, everybody. Well, it's almost noon. I'm just cleaning up to set up for today's live stream. We'll see how long I end up going. Like I said yesterday, I kind of want to cut it short so I can work on book stuff, but we'll see. If I'm like really close to finishing it, then I might just stream a little bit longer. We'll see. I really have no clue how long the rest of the painting's going to take. It's okay if I leave some for the Adobe stream, but I don't think there's going to be enough to fill the stream. That's why I'm like, well, I kind of want to just try to finish it today if I can, or get close, and then I'll work on something else during the Adobe stream because, yeah, like I said, it's not going to be enough left to fill an entire Adobe stream. So I'll have to think of something else to draw tomorrow. Kind of in the painting mood because I have some painting videos on in the background this morning, so that's good because that's obviously what I'm doing today is painting. I also want to try to edit today's vlog tonight if I can, just so it doesn't cut into tomorrow, because tomorrow I have to work on my Friday video, so bleh, it's going to be busy. So Adobe gave me this badge to put on my channel, which I thought was pretty cool. And then I realized how stupid this list is looking. Like, the dots are not beside the text, but then down here it's working just fine and showing up properly. But here it looks like this. And when I go to edit my panels, it's all correct. Like, the little plus sign is what makes that dot. And it's all proper and I don't get it. Maybe it's this space. What if I try removing this space? It used to display properly. Let's see what that looks like. No, without the space, it literally just puts the plus sign. Ah. On mobile, it looks fine. It's just in Chrome, it doesn't. It's just not working. I'll just leave it and hope that it resolves itself. I don't know. Because if it is a Twitch thing, I'm sure it'll eventually be fixed. It might just be a bit of a site bug right now. So I went to Tim Hortons to get my drink. I got a smaller one than usual because I don't want to be up all night. And I got a wrap, and I got it with potato wedges as a side. And after making my order, they're like, oh, actually, we're out of potato wedges. Do you want 4 hash browns instead? I was like, okay. Because they end breakfast at noon, and I actually wanted breakfast food, but it was already like 12:40, so I was like, well, I'm way too late. But they still had hash browns. Should have been vlogging that. I'm trying to get Kiki to paint. She's licking her butt, and so when her leg was in the air, I just propped this between her leg and her belly, and like, I'm like, here, Kiki, paint something on this little baby canvas. Go ahead, Kiki. Mommy, you didn't give me any paint. Ah, that's true, baby. Here's progress on my picture. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes, although the beginning was just like me eating and setting everything up because I didn't have any of the painting stuff set up before the stream started. I've been working over here. That's a lot of glare. Because I don't want to set my hand in wet paint, so I'm starting in this corner. I did these two so far, and I'm going to move over onto this one. So, yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. So little baby stole my chair. Okay, so I just ended the stream. It is 8 o'clock. So I've been going for quite a while. I know I said before, I was like, I'm gonna cut it early, work on the book, but I was having such a good time today, like really enjoying myself. I felt really high energy, so I was like, no, I'm just gonna keep going. And I didn't finish. Like, there are obviously little bits I will add in the future. Like, I want to add highlights into some of these. Oh my god, I smeared that. Hold on, let me get a brush. Instead of just smudging my finger in it. Oh, but I already cleaned my brushes and put them away. So yeah, there are some that obviously need like little finishing touches, but I need to wait for the current layers to dry before I go into that. And then there's some that never did get any paint today. So these ones all down here, from this corner up until these yellows and back down here, these didn't get any paint today. Well, neither did these two, but they're kind of done. I might touch up the pink ends on this one, but other than that, the other ones are done. So I do have more I could work on during the Adobe stream tomorrow, but definitely not enough to fill a 4-hour stream. So I'm gonna leave this to next week and work on some Copic art in the Adobe stream. I don't know what yet, but something. The end of the stream was kind of funny because we were pretending to write a sassy email to Twitch, but really I was writing like a nice email because don't be sassy to people when you want them to help you. So I was being really nice about it. We were just joking about it. There's paint on my camera. Sorry, I'm just trying to wipe it off. Green paint on the side and on the bottom. And that was not the paint I touched on the canvas just now. That's a different color. Okay. Anyway, basically, it was on January 20th, like one of my Friday streams. Weeb donated a ton of bits to me, and then when I checked my Twitch dashboard, because I was like, oh, I wonder how many that was total, like that was a lot. I went to go check it, and I was like, what? Like, it was definitely more than what my Twitch dashboard reported. I was like, well, just those two donations, like 2 of them alone should have amounted to more than what I received. And so I was really confused about it, but I was like, maybe it's delayed reporting. I don't know. I didn't do anything about it. And then I brought that up today, and then I checked my dashboard, and again, the numbers haven't updated. And so I was like, well, that's really fishy, because like when Twitch takes their share of the bits, they take it when the person buys them. So like, for example, 100 bits costs you $1.40, but 100 bits is worth $1. So if you cheer 100 bits, I get the full $1, like the full 100 bits, and then Twitch already took their 40 cents as a share. And like the more bits you buy, the less of a share Twitch takes, kind of a thing. So anyway, if you receive 100 bits, that means you receive $1. That's how it works. And so the amount of money I received doesn't correspond to the number of bits that were given to me. And so it ended up being that I was short $80. So I was like, you know what? Let's email Twitch, because 1, that's 80 bucks, but 2, like that's just kind of shady if they're giving me less bits than they should have. Like, how long has this been going on? Like, I need to dig to the bottom of this. So I had like screenshots with proof and stuff like that. Like, here's my dashboard, here are their charges that they gave, blah, blah, blah. I like, you know, made a whole thing and sent that. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll be sure to update you guys and see if they end up coughing over the missing money. Because that's shady also, just as someone who's like donating those bits. Like, it's like, well, I don't want to donate bits to someone if they're not actually getting that many bits. Like, that's super sketchy. So we'll see how that all goes. I need to pee though. I haven't peed this entire time, so I need to get going. So one of the nice things about having cats is if you hear a weird noise, you can be like, oh, it's just the cats. And then you feel better. But sometimes the cats are the ones that spook you. Like just now, Midna was up on the armrest of the couch, and she was kind of hunched over a little bit, and her tail was all poofed out, like she got spooked, and she was looking over in this direction towards there. And she would not stop looking. She just sat there for like at least a full minute just staring, just like all poofed and freaked out, staring over there. And I'm just like, Midna, can you not? Please, no, you're spooking me. You seem okay now though, because you're sitting right here. Maybe she just heard something spooky outside. Yeah. But yeah, that's the other thing I blame noises on, is I'm like, oh, it's something outside, because it's always so noisy out there. I'm like, oh, it was just somebody outside. So I got some supper and checked Twitter, was checking vlog comments, that kind of thing. Watched a couple YouTube videos, and now I gotta go draw. It's 9 o'clock, and I don't really like being up past 10:30 when I have an Adobe stream. Like, I'll go to bed at 10:30, but then sometimes I'm up past midnight still because I just can't fall asleep. But I at least want to be in bed by 10:30, so that doesn't give me much time to draw. But I mean, that's what I get for streaming longer than I originally planned. Baby, you're too cute. I can't even, baby. Also, I watched this like minimalist wardrobe video while I was eating, and I saw one earlier today. That's why this one was recommended to me, and I'm all like, oh, because like I would say this in my vlog. I do wear the same things over and over again. Like I'll get into like a groove where I just wear the same sweaters over and over again. Like you know how much I wear my Twitch hoodie and like I'll wear the same pants over and over again. And it's like, why do I have all these other clothes if I just keep wearing the same ones? And so I'm tempted to like super trim down my closet, but there's just so many nice things. And a lot of it is like summer wardrobe versus winter wardrobe. So I'm like, oh, I haven't worn this stuff in forever. And I'm like, well, Baylee, it's because they're summer shirts. Like, that's why you're not wearing them. So it's like frustrating. And I just did a clean out of my closets, like, I don't know, I feel like it was around 6 months ago, maybe a little more. And I got rid of quite a few clothes, but I still feel like I have so many. Like my dresser is just jam-packed. If I've just done laundry, I can barely fit everything in my dresser. Plus I have a ton of stuff hanging in the closet. So I'm just like, why do I have so much? And so now I'm all like, I'm going through my wardrobe right now. And I'm like, no, Baylee, draw, work on your stuff. You can look at your wardrobe later. If you guys love watching live streams and things like that while you're doing art, I really highly suggest Leilani Joy. She has these paint-along videos. Like I've been subscribed to her for ages, like years. She does these paint-along videos. Like this one is an hour long. And so that's like an hour of art goodness. You can just hear her answering Q&A questions. Well, yeah, Q means question. She answers your questions and stuff, and like I just listen to her while I draw, and I'll occasionally like glance up to see where she's at and stuff, but she's really fun to listen to, so I highly recommend. Okay, I have a few pages of sketches here. I do need to ink them, then color them. I don't know how much time I'm going to have, though. What time is it right now? It's 10:21. Ugh, so if I want to be in bed by 10:30, I should start washing up right now. I mean, it's just kind of a good place to stop because, like, inking is the next stage. Although I kind of inked some things, but that was not final inking. That was more like inking the sketch so the sketch is clear, and then I'll ink it again using my light box. But yeah, this is a 2-page spread. And it has quite a few pieces of art on it, but it's not a step-by-step page. It's more like a do's and don'ts page. So yeah, well, one's more like do's and don'ts, and the other one is kind of like breaking down the shapes. Like here are basic shapes you need to know to draw this, and just like general advice, I guess. So none of it's step-by-step, which is kind of nice because then I can just go in and just draw it. I don't have to plan out the steps. And like the tricky thing about step-by-steps is like sometimes you kind of like go back and forth while working on things, and with a step-by-step you can't really do that. It has to be linear, and so it can sometimes be a struggle translating what I would do into this. Or I think like, oh, I need to go back and add a bit of this, and I'm like, well, no, I didn't incorporate it into that step. And it's just like, you know, there are those things to think of with a step-by-step, whereas with these, it's just like, I just got to do the finished piece of art, and then that's it. So it's kind of easier and less scanning. So yeah, so I didn't finish the page today, but hopefully tomorrow. Like tomorrow I have my Adobe stream, and then working on my Friday art videos, so yeah. I'm sure I'll have at least some time to work on this tomorrow, so we'll see how far I get, Bubba. Oh, you look purple. I still have a good chunk of this video left though, baby. The struggle. Should I keep working? The struggle. Oh my. Oh my. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually plan what I'm doing in my Adobe stream tomorrow, because I haven't done that. And so I'll do a few prep things. I gotta make a thumbnail, but to make a thumbnail I have to have something to put in the thumbnail, so I'm gonna start sketching something and we'll see where it goes. So hopefully I can have that planned out by 11, and then I'll go to bed. But I'll end the vlog here, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.